There you go.
Norztetus.
Norzeteus. Minecraft.
Norzeteus.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Go to his videos, yeah. The Temple of Ender, yeah, that's the one I think that was the...
Temple Ender is a different one. He's got his church.
He's got the Cathedral of West End.
Did the cathedral, the water temple.
The Japanese castle.
Yeah, Wild Wild West, his labyrinth.
Yeah, the mega labyrinth.
Then he did his palace and his castle, and then he did the crypt underneath the church.
Yeah.
Impressive builds.
Yeah,
I've always fancied a church or a cathedral.
Yeah, Minecrypta. Yeah, his builds. He's only got 14 videos, but they're quite something. Yeah, the last one was 4 months ago. The one before that was 8 months ago.
Spelt it wrong. Norzetus.
Well, you're throwing a Z in there. Nobody said anything about a Z.
You did?
Yeah, Norze.
Yeah. No, right, go on. Zetus.
You're gonna have to hit that function key if you want a Z.
Teus.
Teus.
Yeah, Teus.
Alright, yeah. Wow, that is stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does some fair work.
Yeah, we would have turned you on to it earlier if we had realized that you hadn't seen it, yeah.
Yeah, take a look at his crypt.
Yeah. Crypta.
Just blows me away, that cathedral. That's just fantastic. I mean, that must be planned out beforehand. You can't just start building with that and end up with all the windows just fitting in or anything. I mean, what? That's what I'd like to know about these fine builders. Do they sort of like get a piece of graph paper and draw it on that and
like sketch things out?
Yeah, or I mean, there's a program called Spritecraft where you can turn a photo into
Minecraft.
Into Minecraft blocks, mainly for pixel art, of course. But that's just amazing.
I think he has a couple of like flybys of his entire world.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think they actually have links to the downloads where you can download the actual like save file and the other plugins that you need to.
Yeah. Of course, it depends on, you know, it's probably an old version of Minecraft that he was using too. Because I think some of those I don't think some of those mods have even been updated anymore. Some of them are obsolete.
Quite possibly, yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
I mean, that's not just on a different level, that's on its whole own level, that is it?
That would be a proper use of Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ones you see sometimes at is it Generic B? Is it one of the other Minecrafters that does that kind of thing? He goes around and looks at stuff that people have built. You know, he's building on the level of the people that do the Yogscast builds.
Yeah. Did you watch the rest of Far From Subtle Olympics?
I haven't seen it all yet. I've gotten through like episode 10 or 11.
Same thing. They did quite a good job on there too.
Yeah, the builds were great. It was just watching that many episodes of Frasier in a row were just kind of getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
I had to take a break from them.
Yeah, they finally decided that they were going to, you know, roll back the server at some point, and then yeah, once he commits himself to that, he does get a little bit just.
Yeah,
it's like really
just starts breaking stuff left and right after that. Yeah,
starts dicking off after that.
Yes, I noticed with those guys. I'd rather look at the builds of what the people have done rather than have them stars in it or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Because he is quite annoying, that guy.
Yeah.
He's good in very small doses. Yeah.
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 And I just love how he says, yeah, and our server is legit. It's like, this isn't your server. You barely are on it. I mean, you may have started it, you may fund it, whatever, from the back end, other than the people have to pay to be on the server, but it's like, that's not your server. You can say these people. You need to be proper about it. Give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, agreed.
Because he has no idea what goes on that server. I mean, even at the opening ceremonies, as the quote-unquote Olympic torch went from village to village, he's like, man, we need to visit these villages. We haven't seen any of these people's buildings and stuff. And it's like, yeah, no clue what goes on their quote-unquote server.
Very true, but also give the thing that he does a lot more than just Minecraft. And you know, he is one of these people that this is his job.
I know.
Yeah, when he spends hours a day playing video games and recording them and putting them up for...
Yeah, I know. He does other things. I know that. Yeah. I'm just saying, yeah.
But, yeah,
I'm just saying, don't call it
still has
server
a lot to do with
not
him being
server.
annoying.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you haven't done the work on it, you know, which is why, you know, I can call this my server.
What the hell have you done on here? You're just the smallest territory on here. Do you have a house yet, by the way?
You don't need a house when you have a museum.
Is it done?
It's only a museum if you put things in it.
Exactly. Is it a museum yet?
It's got an anvil. It's got a birthday cake. It's got a
sign.
It's got several signs and a jukebox. What more do you need? It's got slimes.
I'm enjoying watching these villagers trying to get in that door.
I think that was the case of what he did. You know, he built that opening room for the museum, found it generated slimes, and he just says, "My work here is done." I do like the way he uses netherrack as like a very clearly defined roof. You know, a different texture for the roof and everything. Not netherrack, nether brick.
Yeah.
His cathedral. It probably wouldn't look as good in default. That's the thing with some of these RPG texture packs. They're very, very good for buildings.
Yeah, they're very specific though. Whenever the builds are done, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when I've got rid of Millionaire and had to replace the wattle and daub blocks that it had with just the plain old white wool.
Yeah.
Just didn't look quite the same anymore. That's what I need to do. I need to get around to retexturing one of my wool blocks.
What are you going to retexture it to?
To make it look like that that wattle and daub.
Oh, I gotcha.
Well, you might as well, because if it's, you know, you don't use much coloured wool, do you?
No, hardly any. Hardly any. Well, the first time I ever had used any were for the Mrs. birthday balloons that time.
Yeah.
First time I'd ever used any color wool.
Well, apparently the servers changed some too, because I can't reset the day-night now. I did earlier while y'all were both on. Maybe because you weren't. No, that's right. Mindfiend was in the nether and you weren't on yet. That's right. But you do right-click on a bed and at least it resets home. It'll instantly say home reset.
I can disconnect a second, let you reset.
Oh no, no, it's all right. I was just going to change it so I could.
There you go.
Till we figured out what we were doing. I said okay.
I mean, don't just have us hanging around.
Earlier on today, I was on here earlier on, and then it got to the point where the server was going to restart or something. You know, gives you that few minutes warning. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
That creeper didn't give me any experience. Dropped a single gunpowder and that was it.
He felt you were OP. As always, the Rangers need to be nerfed.
Someone drop some.
Well, if you're short of something to do, like I say, we can always explore the abandoned mine shafts down around my extreme hills if you want. It's not what I was intending to do or anything, but we can do it.
Oh, whatever everybody wants to do. What were you intending to do?
Well, earlier on today I did a bit of work on, I'm trying to make a bit of an ice tray to get some ice, because you never know when they're going to nerf the silk touch picking it up again, so I thought better try and collect as much as we can while we're
Gotcha.
legally able to. I was out at my village working just near there.
Yeah, I've seen, who was it, I guess Monkey Farm, maybe his, is it Monkey Farm's ice tray? Ethos ice tray? Maybe it was Monkey Farm, yeah, where he did a 16 by 16 I guess it was, or 8 by 8 I guess, and with the dispenser blocks, and then you just automatically reset it, and then you let it refreeze, and then go back and recollect it, and then, yeah.
What?
He had an automatic automatic dispensers and all, or a setup on a switch, so all you had to do was flip the switch and it would reset the water to freeze. Then he just had to wait for the water to freeze.
Alrighty.
Is that what you were talking about, Mine Team?
Yeah,
Like
basically, same sort of thing. I don't think I'd use dispensers. I think I've used pistons because.
Well, I think that's actually what it was. It was pistons, not dispensers. I think. I don't remember. Tapioca.
Exactly.
Exactly. Alrighty. I just wanted to collect some sand to finish filling in that little spot there. And now that you're back again, you're in Sfax skin now with the mustache. Yep.
Don't know what a Sfax skin looks like.
It's sexy. You got a porno mustache going on. Leaving a trail of breadcrumbs. Zombie crumbs.
Well, I know you might be hungry.
You got it. Leave some stink lines behind me for G following us.
G's gonna home it right quick, so he can jump off a lot of stuff out of his inventory.
Yeah, get yourself a clean inventory. And
doesn't matter because my inventory is over here at my home is over here at Minefiend's castle anyway.
Hey?
So I'm actually further away from home than I was.
Well,
I think I'll spawn it.
You should have just dropped everything in the ender chest. That's what you should have done over here at my place. They're in the game. Use them.
I know you and your cheat keys. You would have figured out some way of taking it out of there and keeping it for yourself. So.
Yep, you got it.
Probably already have. That's why you're trying to persuade me to do it.
Yep.
Wee.
Wee.
So you're at the hive now, are you, Jake?
No, I'm back at spawn now.
Yeah, he's spawned it.
But yeah, that's not a bad idea, sticking as you know, your exploration gear in an ender chest, because then you can just, whenever somebody's got one, just pick it up out of that, can't you, and put your other stuff back in it.
Very true, very true.
And since they don't really cost a lot, I mean, it's just obsidian and Endera.
What?
What happened then? Did you fall through the lamp?
As you were trying to go through the door, I guess it accidentally bumped me and it shot me back down the other end of the track.
Food check.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know whether or not I might start just hollowing out or what to do to try and find emeralds down there. I found 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ran into an abandoned mine shaft and had all sorts of fun with mixing a cave spider spawner with a creeper. Nearly gave the wife a heart attack. She didn't know I could scream like a girl. That's weird, that the way we're invisible in minecarts and boats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're invisible in front of me.
Now that's an empty car in front of you. I'm actually behind you.
Awesome. Ah! I scream like a mine fiend.
Yay!
Do we have to hit a button? Is this path we had to?
No, the only time you have to hit this button is if you want to change to go to the polar lab, and eventually I've marked roughly where I'm going to have to start working to put a portal through to this emerald mine. You just go through. Trouble is though, it's really weird because it's very difficult to make a T-junction in a track, you know, to swap properly. So I've had to make the track all kinked here, and I don't like it at all.
Yeah, that would be nice if they would work on that. Do something to, you know, spend some coding to get the a more working track layout rather than being dependent upon which direction it's laid out.
I'll put your mine track in here. I accidentally picked it up. There's your mine cart.
I noticed I'm full of pigmen now because all this is a upside down half slab.
Yeah.
So they can spawn on it now.
Let's see that. Bunch of pigmen. You're still gonna have to ride the mine track, aren't you, G?
We're going to have to go to Polar Lab, yeah. I'm just going to drop off my stuff here.
Well, since my home is right over there at his
oh yeah, that's right, at the hive
thing, I'll be halfway there anyway.
Why is your home at the hive?
You know they say home is where the hive is.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
I like that. What have you been doing? He's been practicing his pole dancing skills. What do you expect?
I haven't been doing anything. What are you insinuating?
If you need any supplies while you're here, grab them.
Let's see.
Your reset didn't reset the dance floor this time.
No, it hasn't done the last 2 times. I don't know what's the matter with it. You know, I can think of a different way to do it, I suppose. I can put a different way in, but...
Do we need a boat?
Yes, we'll need 4 each, yeah.
Alrighty, I'll grab the one I got here.
Okay. I'll have to make one.
So will I. Oh no, I think I've got one in a chest.
I'll even not use my own wood. I had some wood in the ender chest here.
So do I go out to the polar station, or where do we go?
Yes, we're going to go to the polar station to get across to the emerald bit.
Alrighty.
I'll come.
I just realized I don't have any torches on me.
You can make some, there's plenty of coal in the furnace room.
Yeah, I got you.
So put a boat in there, obviously not. Oh yeah, because I took it with me on our Keys expedition and it kept getting broken. They're not supposed to break now, but they did.
Oh.
Oop, what's that? Oop.
Best not to ask.
What have you done?
Nothing.
God Damn, you invite people over, they wreck your house. What have you done?
I just installed a piece of furniture. Some people call it a boat. I call it a piece of furniture.
I picked it up, I think.
Oh, did you actually pick up the boat?
Yep.
I can't remember if you got a boat back whenever you broke it yourself or not. Alright,
Yeah,
good.
I picked it up for you. Where's
Alright,
G
good.
then?
I think he's already on the
at
track.
the polar station.
Oh, right, okay.
Yep. I forgot that you get boats back now.
Yep. The switch is on the right hand side. You just click it as you go past. Left click at the gate on the right hand side as you're coming down. Oh, didn't work for me. I got too much lag. Oh, you got too much lag as well. Bit of a problem that bit's out there.
Yeah.
It works, but you've got to be perfect with it.
Because I did it last time, yeah.
That's why I found that walking works perfectly well for me.
Oh, yep, my minecart went on its own.